Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. I just finished watching this Bitboy crypto video about XRP. It was very interesting. The results after the lawsuit was filed. And I've gotta tell you, I believe he did fairly good, struck the nail on the head. We gotta know where we're at and what to expect. Now, this is not to imply that XRP cannot increase in value further. Now, I won't insult the intelligence of those who predicted XRP's price would soar over its previous record. Now that the lawsuit is over and we've won, I get it. I've made hundreds of videos about XRP, I've invested heavily in XRP, I totally respect its capabilities. However, I do believe that we need to consider the current state of the market and consider that, for XRP to go above all-time high, a lot of money would need to flow in. What a huge market capitalization! And to have such expansion at the present time. Where exactly is all that cash coming from? But I will tell you this: as we approach the next bull run, he predicts that will be the most popular coin there. I'm not sure I agree with that statement. However, I am confident that Ethereum BNB will exceed Bitcoin in terms of growth percentage for the large cap cryptos, such as your top 5 or 6 above. In comparison to the other really huge, top 10 cryptocurrencies, I believe it has a lot of catching up to do, and that it will. In addition, I anticipate a strong performance, similar to a bull run, with direct fiat liquidity. In the United States, this has never occurred. The upcoming one will also be completed. For me, this is all about preparing my holdings for the inevitable subsequent surge in value that cryptocurrencies are predicted to see. Now that he's talking about a $25 XRP price, I'm not sure what to expect. What do you think the total market cap of all cryptocurrencies will be in the future? Will it be $10 trillion? Or are we expecting a decrease? I think I could get you very close if you told me that. But I have no idea what to do about it. How big do you think the next bull run in cryptocurrencies will be? The scale might be substantial. It might come as a surprise to many. But how could you possibly know until you actually witness it? In all candor, do we actually make progress with these rules and regulations? Can all coins be described in detail? Although this may not be as crucial for XRP? To ensure the environment's safety and well-being? I believe that to be the case. Even if you're already employing cryptocurrency, the prospect of an SEC challenge makes it more difficult to integrate crypto into your daily operations if you're a company. However, new entrants are appearing, such as BlackRock's pursuit of an ETF and PayPal's introduction of a stable coin. I think most folks get that this is where things are headed, and that we're quite close to a major breakthrough as a result. Do we find out what's going on? Do we get specific instructions? Can humans identify legal and illegal actions? We'll discuss Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, which will undoubtedly be a major driver of development in the industry. After some form of regulation is in place in the United States, I believe that trend will spread to other cryptocurrency exchange-traded funds, ETFs. And that's going to be a terrific method for many individuals. There are, therefore, significant developments ahead. It will take some time. However, we are making progress. What XRP can accomplish in this market over the next year, and even after that, has my full support. But that takes time, and it requires a market condition in which goods are expanding and fresh capital is being invested. Other than that, it might go up towards the dollar, maybe a little higher, it might go down towards 30 cents. That's the only thing that will send XRP roaring, and like most of us want it to. Who can say? The short and long-term prospects are subject to the current crypto market climate. To my mind, we've got it going on. Here. During an earnings call for Galaxy Digital, Mike Novogratz disclosed that BlackRock insiders have said that an ETF clearance for Bitcoin is more of a question of when than if, and that it is likely to happen within the next 4 to 6 months. I have a feeling the SEC is going to drag its feet on this one. In my opinion, it will be closer to the 6-month mark. Some have speculated that the deadline for ETF applications and the first deadline for many of these will be in August. However, the SEC can push that deadline back by 240 days, which would bring us to January. I expect the SEC to take its full allotment of time this time around. Granted, things could be different now that we have major players like BlackRock and Fidelity involved in the process. I think this is likely to pass, though not at the last minute, and that would put us around January, which is actually very bullish because you'd have a Bitcoin ETF in January, the Bitcoin having there in April, and I think a nice setup for things to really start ripping and roaring as we work through next year. This is how I see it, anyway. Another BlackRock official has stated that an exchange-traded fund will most likely be released within the next 6 months. This puts us very near to the January period I had in mind, while the exact date is a moving target. We cryptophiles are probably thinking, what's the big deal? Just give the go-ahead. They plan to browse around and take their time here. Nonetheless, it will be completed eventually. They can no longer put this off. Against Grayscale, I believe they will come up short. As a matter of spite, I predict that Monochrome won't be the first to pass muster. BlackRock Fidelity is likely to be another entity that would like to hear widespread announcements of all charges are dropped in the wake of Sam Bateman's release. The opposite is true. Campaign finance violations were the only ones handled by the Justice Department. Sam Bankman-Fried is still facing multiple counts of fraud for his role in different schemes of manipulation and deceit. The political discussion was abandoned, but why? I imagine politicians are putting pressure on them because of the exposure of political corruption that would result from this. I told the DOJ, you've had enough of this. Don't bother with us, just go after the obvious cons. We are familiar with the inner workings of political corruption in this country. And I believe that's all there is to it. That's why people have reported lower charges. They don't want to risk unearthing information that politicians would rather remain buried. Leave your thoughts in the comments. As always, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe. See you later, bye.